And it is a delight to have Barbara Howard here this morning. I feel like I know you.
I know, it's great talking
Maybe
to
it's
you.
because we're also Midwesterners. You're from Palatine or Palatine, Illinois?
Palatine, yeah.
Yeah, you
Indianapolis.
in Indianapolis, right? You, it seems to me, have an awful lot going for you that comes from inside of you and getting to know you.
Hopefully, yeah.
What makes you so together? Is it because you're a magna cum laude graduate and very smart and dedicated? Is that part of it?
No, I think it's through getting through crises in my life and finding out I can't do anything else if I'm not in touch with myself, if I can't love myself, be a friend to myself. Because I went through a period where I didn't feel that way and I felt I had nothing to give anybody else. And I was lost.
The beginning process for someone in this business is not easy. And you were telling me earlier about the auditioning stages and how you worked through all of that to get to where you are now at Falcon Crest.
Yeah.
Tough time?
It was very tough in the beginning in Chicago because I got there and I wanted so bad to hit right away, you know, and be able to call everyone from college and say, all right, I came here, I'm working right away, I'm a big success, and my parents were there and, you know, I wanted to show them. So all I thought about when I'd go in is to get the job. And I didn't get any job. And I was waiting tables and I couldn't believe it. And it went on, and finally I realized all I was doing in the audition was thinking about getting the job. And I walked out of one and I couldn't even remember what I'd said or what the character had said. And I thought, okay, something has to change. I'm not thinking at all about the right thing. I'm not doing the right thing. I'm forgetting the acting.
Applicable to a lot of people in life. You sometimes are not focused on what you're going for. You're focused on something else.
Right.
Playing Robin on Falcon Crest, has it been a challenge, especially being pregnant?
Yeah, well, I've never been pregnant, so that was a challenge. It was just moving in the right way, and it affected me in a funny way. I felt like I acted a little different when, you know, there's pillows. They designed for us.
That's how they do this?
And I went through 2 pillows, the first 6 months and the second 6 months, though it didn't last that long. But I felt like I just was a little more protective of myself, or I got a little quieter or something as soon as I'd get the pillow on.
Really?
And I also think people are nicer to you
when you look pregnant or when
yes.
you are pregnant?
I'd walk around like that on my lunch breaks or whatever, and yeah, I thought people were they're just a little more, oh, hi, you know, how are you? They like want to pat your stomach and everything. So it was fun, and it's a challenge. In a way, it's the hardest work I've done because of the time factor. Because we have to shoot so fast, you know, that you don't get the rehearsal or anything you do in film and in theater.
You mean you go in and you do the scene and that is it?
And you better be ready to do what you want with it.
All right, we saw you, the cliffhanger is you in labor, and that's how the show ended last Friday. Oh, boy. Barbara was telling me that she didn't want that to be a pretty scene, that she didn't feel that it would be realistic.
Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes I think especially nighttime soaps, everything is glamorous and glossy and beautiful, and you see people crying and it's like their face doesn't even ever squinch up, or they don't ever, I've had friends say, but you know, sometimes it's like nobody touches their face or moves their hair because something might be messed up, and it's like, come on, you have to deal with reality too. When a woman is in labor, that is pain. There's no way around that is incredible pain. And also Robin, one thing that was going on is I was alone, first child, and I'm panicked.
And
There's
also,
fear there too.
And also Robin is a surrogate mother, is about to collect a $50,000 check.
Right.
But rather than artificial insemination, you seduced him.
Seduced Cole, yeah.
Yeah, tricky,
Good old Cole.
tricky lady.
Yeah. Well, you know, I knew they were going to change their mind and probably kick me out, so it was my last chance.
You were talking about your parents and saying some very special things about the way that they raised you. They were unique, weren't they?
They were different than any of my friends' parents, as far as they were always the most lenient. I never had a curfew, really. I don't remember them ever, they never hit us or even yelled that much. It was very much based on that they trusted us to do the right thing. And I suppose, you know, that doesn't always have to work. It depends on how the child feels about the parent. To me, I felt horrible if I disappointed them because I felt like they had such great belief in me. and what I could do and the kind of person I was. That's why, you know, I would call if I was out late. You know, they'd want us to call and just say, I'm going to be out later, or things like that. Yeah, they just really ingrained, more than anything, the type of person you want to be in life.
Do you like being in this business? Are you enjoying this? There are downsides to this industry.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I love acting. I mean, I love it. It makes me feel like nothing else, and it's always a challenge, and I just always want to get better and keep growing everything. The business part of it can drive me crazy. I've learned I have to much more keep my life separate from it. I don't go to Hollywood parties and, you know, and all that. I have a small group of friends, and I just sort of keep myself apart and do the work. How about, that's what I know how to do.
From here, will Robin stay with the show? Will this character continue to be a part of it, or do you know?
Well, I only agreed to a short-term contract. Last year, I signed for a year. And I came in for a definite plot to do something, which I've been doing, and having the baby.
9 months worth.
Yeah, yeah. So I knew I'd be on for a while. I could be leaving fairly soon, and I'm not sure, you know, I could leave and come back or whatever. It's very up in the air.
Well, we will watch for Barbara Howard, whether it's Falcon Crest or whatever it is, and I think you're a delightful lady.